Welcome back to Pokemon White Retrospective Let's Play, or the other way around. Let's Play Retrospective. We are back at the cave where Cobalion resides, but we are not here for Cobalion because Cobalion should be dead. Let's finish off this Axesaur first. We don't. Let me just put a repel so we don't have to encounter more Pokemon. I'm here for a very specific reason. We are at the first floor, and here there are two items, but we want one specific one. And that item is will be really helpful. Rock Slide. Exactly what we need. While we are here, we can check if Cobalion responds if you just leave the cave and re-enter like we did earlier, but I don't think that's happened, as it will happen. But there's nothing wrong in trying, right? Let's see. We can use the shortcut we made, and yeah, Cobalion isn't here. So let's get out of here, and okay, we have to use Flash again, which I taught our newest member, Mo, named Ilk. I trained it a little bit, but yeah. Those staircases are really well hidden. So I can understand that not everyone can find Cobalion. So should we go for it right away, or should I try my luck with GAMEFREAK? I think we should go right away and try catching Okay, I changed my mind rather quickly. Let me just give our friend his Dragon Fang back. We are going to try this out. We are several levels below, but wait a second. What am I doing? Okay, we first heal and then we decide what we're gonna do. This will take a while. So there are 3 objectives we can take charge of. This guy in black is very suspicious. What does he say? We have traded with 4 people, and he suggests we trade through the global link. Sadly, I don't have internet connection here. I don't know how it works on this thing. Speaking of internet connection, I have borrowed the Pokemon Black 2 from someone I know. So I can trade some Pokemon from some old games that I don't need and trade them away online. So I have online and use a server to trade with people through the GTS in Generation 5. There are several tutorials how to do it. You can find out how it goes, but if you need a specific Pokemon in Generation 5 games and have the Dex entry, I can trade you one through the GTS. Let's take this item. A Hyper Potion. Neat. So what we are gonna do is set up on Cheren and then destroy his team. And this should be his final team we face. What? visit me sometime if you want. What? Is he? This is what I... Okay, we go to the Pokemon League. I hope he is. Like, from my memory, I know he's always at the Pokemon League in this place. Yeah, as I expected. This should be our rematch. What does this guy say? Marshall from the Elite Four. It will take a while until this is over. At least we don't get out from our bike. So let's see, how do we handle this? He sends out his Liepard first. Level 65. I will Dragon Dance here once. We should take a Night Slash from this thing. If it crits, we should be able to survive one crit from this thing. We are now at a range. Should I go for one more? Or should I go for Sword Stance? I go for Sword Stance for the extra attack boost because we don't need more speed. Go for Night Slash. Okay. I will Hyper Potion here because if it has Sucker Punch, which I doubt, that would be rather inconvenient. It uses Night Slash regardless. Great. Now Dragon Claw here. And from here we should just one-shot every member of his team. He has a Haxorus of its own, much stronger than ours. But that should not be a problem, we just one-shot him. Next is Gigalith, who has Sturdy, but because we have Mold Breaker we can ignore it. This is amazing. Next is Superior, who is even stronger, level 67. Will give us some speed IVs. We just destroy it. By the way, oh, it has a Focus Sash and goes for Dragon Tail. Smart strategy. We can't. I know String weaknesses. No, I also know yours. Well, jokes on you. We have an electric land types that will resist your annoying types. Level 36. Impressive. Wouldn't mind to give it a few bit of experience too. Goes for another Leaf Blade. It does impressive damage because it is far higher levels than our Pokemon. But we still one-shot it because it just has 1 HP left. Now Unfazant. Yeah, let's go for test if it outspeeds us and kills us. That was not a good one. Monke. Should we switch to Monke and flare blitz the hell out of it? Or should we let Outrageous get on the action. Let us handle it with Monke. Outspeeds us naturally. Well, that did a lot. That's the power of higher levels. But can it take? Yes, it took surprisingly well. This battle is a little harder than I anticipated. He will recover. I will hard switch to Outrageous here. If he doesn't recover, we just Dragon Claw. If he does recover, but went for the unnecessary quick attack. That did quite a lot. I did not anticipate that much damage. Next is Simipour. That's pretty much death fodder for our marvelous dragon. 100 base power electric stab move from 150 base attack. Destroyed. And with this we defeated Cheren. Yeah, that was kinda... God, that was a fine battle. Who is next? So, considering how we performed against Cheren, can we defeat GameFreak's Matsumoto? Not sure. We should stick to the plan and actually catch Volcarona. Volcarona is level 70, and if you catch ones that lowest attack, then we are kinda screwed. But I think Jolly or Adamant one is still better than the Thunderous we have. Just from the jump in level, we should get quite the advantage. Sadly, we don't have anything to Thundershock to weaken Volcarona with. I would teach Rock Slide to Haxorus, but we may still need False Swipe. But what we do need is teach Rock Slide to Monke. The question is, do I want to keep Facade or do I want to keep Thrash? I think I will get rid of Facade because it doesn't always come in handy. We could have gotten it far earlier and it would have made a lot of battles much better and much easier if we had it from the start. I firmly believe sheer force boosted Rockslide is nothing to sneeze at. But now we are going after Volcarona. Yeah, I will activate the Mix Repel once we enter the desert, the part where too many wild Pokemon are appearing. So let's run away from Scraggy. Let's see. Dragon Tail we don't need. Do we have anything else that's impressive? So many things to sell. This should do. So let's go like this. I think we will see Professor Juniper once we enter this place. What do you guys think? Should we catch another Darmanitan? So this is Liz, a backpacker. What does she have? A Watchog. And this is good because Watchog gives us attack IVs. The annoying thing is that we have Mold Breaker. Let me think for a moment. Which Pokemon should we put to the front? Should we put Samurai to the front first? So Samurai may hit Volcarona with a super effective move, but it won't kill. Also a fresh water this may come in handy. Oh, and here's Juniper. So she figured out the origin of these Dakrama, which are just sleeping Darmanitan. It's one of few hidden it's I think the only hidden ability Pokemon we can get. I said earlier that the what was it called? The best killing you get traded has hidden ability. I was wrong, it was the second ability, and the second ability of both variation of Basculing has something related with recoil. That hidden ability is Mold Breaker. Yeah, let's just go for False Swipe here. And here you can see this is one with the hidden ability. If you didn't already notice from the overworld sprites. I'm glad we didn't bring it down to 1 HP. So there's Zen mode. Let's see how many Pokeballs we have. Let's try catching it. If not, it's not a big deal. There are like how many? Oh, a critical catch. What should we name this? We already have one named Monk. This Binan. I call it Sleep. Sleepmonke. So we know the difference. Let's enter the cave now. We have to be careful. A good nature for bulk upsetting Pokemon. Okay, next we have to go like this and like this. Okay, now we have to be even more careful. It was like this. I think it was. I don't know what the wild Pokemons were. I think they were going to give us some good IVs. Now let's go down here. Okay, this is where we used to be. Who is that Pokemon? It's a Croc. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch. I could have killed it. My mistake. Let's see what's inside here. Oh, still a team in plasmic round. But before we go here, let me see if there's something. Okay, this is not where we want to go. Let's go into the bike and let's see. He runs away, noticing us. Who is that Pokemon? It's Onix. So, Onix, this generation has sturdy now, so in the lower tiers it can set up Sun and then explode to give your Sun Sweepers a free switching. That it was this used for, and Stealth Rock. Another thing is it obviously evolves to Steelix, and Steelix is a fine defensive Stealth Rocker in the lower tiers. Because it's low, unlike Onix. Onix is fast, which is why it's a good suicide Stealth Rocker in the lower tiers. Steelix can use Gyro Ball to actually do some damage, but not many do use it for that. And the sturdy, it obviously survives a lot of hits. Another thing about Steelix is it can learn Earthquake, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, lot of decent moves. With Rockhead you can teach it Double Edge and don't take recoil damage. It gets Sheer Force through the Dream World, so if you teach it Iron Head, you give it a Life Orb, it won't. Well, it will take damage from Life Orb. Or will it? No, it won't take damage as long as it uses moves with secondary effects. So, since that can flinch, gets boosted. Rock Slide gets boosted. Elemental Fangs, Fire Fang gets boosted. I don't know if it learns Thunder Fang because I've never seen someone use Thunder Fang Steelix. If it has it, it gets boosted. Don't know if it's competitively relevant. Crunch gets boosted. Another move Steelix gets. So, but it still didn't see much play. There's Croconaut, a really powerful one, level 64. So it might kill us, but it uses our own attack against us. So yeah, we survive this somehow, but it will kill us now. Oh, now I need to be careful. Oh, it's really starting to escalate. So X can may outspeed it, but we don't want the attack IVs. So we switch to to Haxorus and deal with it that way. Dragon Claw should be enough. I'm glad we didn't send him out first, because Haxorus has even more attacks than his Pokemon. We might have ended up one-shotting ourselves. Thanks. Oh, we can get past him now? Yeah, Viral. Did his eyes shine? But it's not shiny anyways. I think that was a glitch or something. Oh, we have seen a wild Metapod in the run. Not a wild one, a trainer had a Metapod. And Butterfree did get compound eyes in this generation. It didn't help it much. It's still a low tier Pokemon, but it gets Quiver Dance, which allows it to boost speed, special attack and special defense, so it can be a decent setup sweeper, but you rely on Bug Buzz, Energy Ball and Sleep Powder to do something. Sandslash got Sand Rush this generation, another really decent ability, much better than Sandveil, but now both abilities are banned in competitive, so Sandslash won't see any play. It can now be used as an offensive fast setup sweeper. It would have been used Earthquake, Stone Edge, Axesaur to get rid of pesky grass types, Stealth Rock, and Sword Stance. So it has quite a flexible move, and obviously Rapid Spin is the main reason to use it. Yeah, let's Dragon Claw it. And yeah, we might also talk about Beedrill. Beedrill got Sniper through the Dream World, which didn't help it in any way. Let's go like this. In this area we should find something really useful, and that is the TM for Earthquake, but I don't know how this puzzle works, so I will just randomly drive. Sniper just increases the power of critical hit moves. Now back as the start, or is this a different one? Let's go down. Okay, I think we can just... This one is like this. This lets us follow this way. Just go like this, and we solved the puzzle. But I'm not going to let that irritate us. Yeah, Burrito will probably still use the strategy of setting up toxic spikes and die. May want to use Sword Stance. I think that's the exit. I better not go that way. We will find go like this, then we go like this. Is the cave actually not working like I think it is? Apparently not. Let's talk to him. Yeah, and endeavor probably to take down something. He talks to... okay. We get Calm Mind, thanks. Now we can set up with someone else. And here's Looker to take him away. So we found one of the 7 sages. I wasn't making the mission for that anyways. So he teleported away. Oh, a wild Pokemon. Let's see who it is. Ooh, Claydol. Claydol also in this generation. Rapid Spinner. Ground Psychic type that is immune thanks to ground type moves, thanks to Levitate. Don't know why people still use it. It's a decent defensive Pokemon. Oh, Rapid Spin is really useful, that's why people use it. over the course of the generations it became less and less useful because its offensive move sucks. Explosion got nerfed, so nobody uses it to explode. So it just sets up stealth rocks, gets rid of opposing hazards, can learn Ice Beam, Earth Power, Earthquake, Ice Beam, Solar Beam it can learn, but nobody uses Solar Beam on this thing. So don't bother, it's a fine Pokemon in this generation because the options to Rapid Spin is relatively low. People are using Volcarona to get rid of Stealth Rocks, so that should tell you a lot how important hazard removal is. There's Volcarona. Let's look here if we find something else, some items, but there's nothing. I'm not going to save before we fight. I'm just going to revive. And I'm going to revive our old friend. We are 20 level below it with Samurai, but let's see, where is it? Freshwater, yes. We should be able to deal with it somehow. So here we go, Volcarona. Kinda a pseudo legendary Pokemon. So the special thing about Volcarona is it's the second highest evolution level, which is odd because bug types are known for early evolutions, but this thing evolves from Laverta, whatever, at level 59, turning from a physical oriented Pokemon to a specially oriented Pokemon. It has insane stats for a bug type, fire bug Pokemon, and it takes advantage of the newly introduced Quiver Dance, which, like I mentioned, boosts attack, special attack, speed, and special defense. It's bug boss, it's going to kill us. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gambled. This idea that Samurott of all Pokemon could have dealt with it. So I'm going to go through a gamble. And Rock Slide may destroy it, even if we are several levels slower. Volcarona has immense firepower. Like that Bug Buzz is already insanely powerful. Look, we resist that, but it's okay, it's about 10 levels, about more than 10 levels higher than us. It learns Giga Drain, Roost, Morning Sun, depending on what you want to use. Look at this, we managed to barely let it survive. We have to be quick here. Volcarona, even because it, despite being weak to Stealth Rock, like, takes away half its health, it still sees play because how powerful it is. Fire Blast, Flamethrower, its signature move, Fiery Dance has a chance to boost its special attack 80 base power. And it can learn Solar Beam. I don't think people use it in the system. For that, can learn Energy Ball. I think Giga Drain 2. Hidden Power, People Slap on it. Hurricane, which people use this thing in the rain. It's so powerful that even in the rain this thing wreaks havoc with Hurricane, which never misses under the rain. It's truly devastating. Its hidden ability was never released in this generation, which is a pinch ability where, similar to Overgrowth, Torrent and Blaze, but it boosts bug type moves. but people are more inclined to use his regular ability anyways, which is Flame Body. So if it's hit with a physical move, physical attackers will get punished with a burn. And yes, the Quiver Dance set is the most common. In VGC, the people tend to use what is called a spec set with using Heat Wave usually. It's quite hard to catch, and it's putting salt to the wound by defeating us with Silverwing, which has a chance to boost all his boostable stats. We have to be careful here. Do we have any priority moves that can come in handy? We have agility, but this won't help us much. If we can catch this Volcarona, it will be a very useful ally to defeat GAMEFREAK. No, it broke free. Also another Quiver Dance, which may kill us because it's a Volcarona who is attacking. But we survive thankfully, because the base power of Silverwing is pitiful. Let's see. Still not going to submit to us. Does the Caverns not count as... Do the Caverns not count as... what is it called? As caves? So maybe Duskball doesn't get the boost from being in a dark cave or something. It's not really dark anyways. So I think we will rely on Ultra Bolts. We have no... oh no, this thing has Quiver Dance. This thing has Quiver Dance. We are going to get destroyed. The only way we can win is stalling out its PP. So the two bug moves it has have combined 15 PP. If we can revive 15 times, we can win this. But we caught it. No need to worry about that. So what do I call this? You know what? Did you know in German this Pokemon is called Ramoth, which is just Morph and Ra swapped apart? I will do the reverse and call it Morphra, and I think you already know where this is going. What I love about this Morphly friend of ours is that in Black 2 and White 2 you can catch one in the main story at level half the level you catch it here, I think, which is ironic because it was really late. Whoever decided this is a genius, because you won't get many opportunities to use a Volcarona in your in-game run. Let's put a repel on and go out of here. We didn't find the Earthquake TM, sadly. Unless it's like I anticipate and it is around here. If we go up here somehow. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing either. There's nothing either. Come on. We are already almost out of the cave. Don't tell me we can't find Earthquake, which is probably the most important move we need. No? No Earthquake? No Earthquake? Come on, this has to be Earthquake. Yes, we found Earthquake. So who do we teach this? So Earthquake is here. 100 base power and rock type move. And should I get rid of superpower or thrash? I think I will go and delete thrash first. Next I will teach Earthquake to Haxorus. Or will I? I will get rid of Sword Dance because we don't need that many boosts. Because we still want to use... Oh, it's a tower from here. Okay. And we found a hard scale just in case things go out of hand. Okay, this is where we are. Next we go to Castelia City and check out our Volcarona. Or should we have gone to the cavern? Oh, it's a Naughty nature and it has Silver Powder. Naughty boosts our attack but gets rid of our defense, but that's not a bad thing because... Oh, it has Heat Wave. That's good. So I will see, should we go and destroy GameFreak right now? I think you know the answer. We have two fire types, which normally would not be a good idea to have. Yeah, I didn't heal my Pokemon. The question is, do I want to sweep with Volcarona or do I want to sweep with Haxorus? And the answer is Haxorus. So against GameFreak I grinded a lot. I don't know how I went through the game with these low Pokemon back in the day. How I grind up to the levels I did. I know my cousin lent me some of his Pokemon, but I don't think I asked him just to get strong enough Pokemon to beat GameFreak. Okay, let's fight GameFreak here. What does he have? I kinda know what he has. A Morimoto-san. Starts off with a Liepard. We have destroyed quite a bit. Level 75 sounds problematic, however. So his old the Liepard we fought back then did quite a bit of damage against us. He goes for grass, not why. Why does it do? Okay. I know his Liepard has to have what is it called? His Liepard has to have Sucker Punch, so I'm not going to play around here. Yeah, predicted. Let's go for another Dragon Dance here. We outspeed it, which is good. If he does too much damage with Grass, well, I don't know how much damage Sucker Punch does, but we are at +2 attack and +2 speed. Let's see how much we take. Yeah, we take that. Go for the Dragon Claw right in the face. Destroyed. Haxorus did quite well. Now we have the Zebra, who is even faster. But we are at +2. If +1 was enough to outspeed Liepard, +2 if +1 was enough to outspeed Liepard, +2 should be enough to outspeed Zebra. Now Rupert. Is Rupert even faster? I don't think so. It's dead. That's what I know. So we have swept through 3 level 70 Pokemon with our 62 level Pokemon. Next is Simipour, the most dangerous of the monkeys because it can have an Ice Tag move, but I think at this range it didn't matter because it can one-shot us anyways. It's dead. Outrageous, I agree with. Another Dragon Claw should be enough. And the last Pokemon should be the Grass Monkey. Like always, this is the power of Axesaurus. Don't underestimate it. Now we have enough to destroy even one of the legendaries we try to catch next. Magnificent. Look at this. We defeated GameFreak. Next time we are going to get the Lavasta egg next, I think. Or we catch the legendary Pokemon that is left in this game. See you around.